to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Scarborough. Here. Soul. Here. Kane.
Here.
Baldwin. Absent. Olson. Here. Wetstone.
Here.
Dewey. Here. Trustee Baldwin is absent. We have public comment. Anyone who would like to address the board about anything may do so at this time. Yes, ma'am. Please identify yourself.
Yes, I'm Helen Quinn. I live at 10556 Pine Grove Drive, directly across from the gas station in Herring Junction now, I guess. And I haven't had a chance to say anything to the board before, but and I know it's not got much to do with anything else, but please, if we can get rid of some of the things at that gas station, I hope that that will come under consideration to you as far as lights. It'd be my hope that they tear it down, which of course I know may not happen, but maybe move the diesel pumps. I don't know if that'll happen. How about dimming the lights some or running it only not at night? Anything that you folks can do, just know that there's a lot of people that live near there that are put out by that development. Please help us a little bit. Thank you.
Anyone else? If there is no other public comment, do we have approval of or any amendments to the agenda this evening?
Motion to approve if there's no amendments.
We have a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dewey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved. Under new business, first item this evening is a public hearing on resolution 2017-14. It's the Third Amendment to the 425. We will open a public hearing at 6:03. Anyone who would like to address the board may do so at this time on this issue. Ms. Stark.
I just have a question could you explain, I read the paper, notice. Could you explain what this is doing?
What this amendment does, in essence, is what it's doing is section 1, 13th paragraph says, for the duration of the conditional transfer, all taxes, revenue sharing, and other revenues of any source or kind received by Herring to or from the transferred area, or due to or from any activities conducted, use, occupation, or population on or within the transferred area, shall be shared with and retained solely by Herring Township, except that Herring is hereby authorized to share with Clam Lake a portion of the water and or wastewater revenue derived by Herring from the extension of Herring water and wastewater services to the transferred area. And what that is, we've done it before, is like, if in the case of the Walmart property, they wanted sewer, so we ran sewer to them, any connection, so they paid initially for the whole cost of it. Then anyone who hooked to the system after that cost was shared. So that is basically what this is doing. Ron, would you like to explain this a little better?
Yeah. So Bob got it right. The only nuance here is that because it's an Act 425 agreement, is the contract by which the developer would extend sewer and water services to the transferred area will be both with Herring and Clam Lake, because they both have an interest in that property. So it'll be Clam Lake who'll have the responsibility to pay back the developer for portions of its upfront capital cost that it incurred to extend that infrastructure down to the property, as other people upstream, if you will, connect. So this authorized Herring to share a portion of that revenue with Clam Lake, so that Clam Lake can then pay that to Terry D. to help reimburse them for the money they spent bringing the infrastructure down there.
So in that, they're already hooked up to the city of Cadillac. How does that work?
It doesn't yet.
Okay,
It doesn't work yet. All that stuff needs to be taken care of
Okay,
and
and so-
settled and decided.
I'm gonna call it piping, where does the water and the sewer line go to, I assume it's going down North Crosby. Where does it go now? Where does it stop?
Right now, we have water to Baker College.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And none of the rest of it has been determined yet.
Yes, okay.
Okay? This is giving us a provision in the agreement so that when that does happen, this is how it will work.
Okay.
Okay?
Goodness. Okay.
Any other comment? If there is no other comment, we'll close the public hearing at 6:05. Okay, now the board. Do we have any discussion on would the board like to discuss this, or do you have any questions on this? Resolution 2017-14. Any questions? Molly, any questions? Discussion? Okay, we have a motion.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 2017-14.
I'll second.
Okay, seconded by Olson. Have a roll call vote, please.
Whitstone.
Yes.
Olson. Yes. Dewey. Yes. McCain.
Yes.
So, yes. Scarborough.
Yes. Motion carried. Okay, at this time, I'd make a motion to enter into closed session to discuss a specific pending legal issue with our attorney.
Support.
We have a roll call vote, please.
Scarborough.
Yes.
Whitstone.
Yes.
So, yes. Olson.
Yes.
McCain.
Yes.
Dewey.
Yes. We will enter into closed session at 6:06. We'll convene a regular meeting at 6:45. Okay, next item on our agenda is a request, our SAW grant request number 4 in the amount of $4,419. These are our monthly housekeeping and payment for our SAW grant. We have a motion, any discussion?
I make a motion to approve SAW grant request number 4 in the amount of $4,419.
Have a second?
Second.
We have a second.
We do, who seconded it?
Olson.
Dewey.
Dewey, okay. Have a roll call vote, please.
Whitstone.
Yes.
Dewey. Yes. McCain.
Yes.
Scarborough.
Yes.
So, yes. Olson. Yes.
Motion carried. Next item on our agenda, I gave you each an email. Ron and I have been discussing, well, we've had some additional legal services, and they do have, and Micah Meyer has an office in Manistee, and they do have a couple of attorneys over there that are familiar with municipal law and practice municipal law out of that office. And we would use those for like some of our local stuff, such as zoning, if the fire department had things, rather than involving, this would be at somewhat of a reduced price or reduced cost to the township from what's we're paying some of the attorneys out of our the Grand Rapids office. So if anyone have any questions about this, we do need a local attorney from time to time. So,
No,
any questions?
the need is there. Mike Green has, in the last probably month or 2 months, has issued several citations and went to court. And a couple of court hearings he had to cancel because we couldn't get a local lawyer, so we need one.
We've had some with our assessor has needed an attorney. Our utilities folks that we're gonna need some legal work done with that. It's gonna be upcoming. So, Ron, would you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, I just add that the two attorneys who would be involved, principally we'd have Paige Zeminski is our associate from that office. She's got a few years of municipal experience, and she would be doing the bulk of the work to keep the cost down. She bills at a rate of $195 an hour. She'd be working under the supervision of Rich Wilson of our Manistee office, who's a very experienced municipal attorney, far more than I am even. He's excellent at what he does, so he'd be overseeing her work. But Paige would do probably 80–90% of it, and he would just be in an oversight role, so that the blended cost, if you will, would probably be between the two of them about $205 an hour, if you assume that Paige does 80–90% of the work. I'm very confident in the ability of you to get very high quality services from them. Paige is very good. Like I say, Rich is one of the better municipal attorneys in the state, especially in northern Michigan. And if you decide to go forward with that, I will, if it would be helpful, I would arrange for them to come here at kind of an introductory meeting so you can meet them, and so they're not strangers when projects come up and move forward.
Would the board like to move forward with this and ask them to come to our December meeting?
I worked with Rich at Fire Township, very knowledgeable, very accessible when you have a problem.
So we'll move forward with this. If you could request that they come to our December meeting, that would be great.
Do we need a motion for this?
I don't think so. Go ahead, make a motion.
I make a motion that we retain Micah Myers out of Manistee office for our day-to-day work.
Second by Dewey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And you'll put together a kind of formal agreement.
I would.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Reports. Beth, do you have anything else for your report?
No, I wish they would.
Any questions for Beth? Kirk, do you have anything?
November 7th, our election, we had 820 voters. We had a total of 2,702 registered voters, so we had a 30% turnout for the election, which is for Herring, for that type of election, is very high. Liquor inspection, everything's fine in the township.
Okay. Mike is not here this evening. You have his report. Fire chief.
For the month, we were pretty busy. We had a total of 18 runs, 7 mutual aids, 4 with Selma, 2 with Cherry Grove, and then we had to do an EMS assist. 1 fire alarm, 5 PIs, 1 structure fire, 1 car fire, and 3 down lines. That's what we had.
You were busy.
Yeah, we're busy.
Any questions for fire chief?
Was the house fire down here on Blue Road again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
You have a copy of Sierra's report. You have anything else, Sierra?
No.
Nothing?
Questions for anyone? I'd be happy to answer those.
Any questions for Sierra? Thank you. And the county commissioner's not here this evening. Okay. October 9th, 2017 minutes. The last paragraph of the minutes under public comment As Mary Stark spoke on behalf of her husband, she brought in some weeds from the area in her yard that was tore up from utilities construction. Scarborough handed out an email from Gosling Zubak stating that Sterling will supply weed and feed to the Starks area by the end of the week. It wasn't an email that I handed out stating that, it was some pictures that I had. And I had spoke with Gosling, and they said that they would put weed and feed on there. Any other changes in the minutes?
Is it October 9th or October 11th? Which is it? It's the right date.
Says the 11th. It was the 9th.
The
It was
9th.
the 9th.
So it should be
Yes,
the
it was.
9th on here then.
Yes, at the top.
Yes.
Any other changes? Make a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
Seconded by Olson. All those in favor say aye. Okay, check register. Approval of the check register, general fund number 28,587 through 28,655, direct deposits 253 through 257s, and EFT 140 and 142 in the amount of $40,534.62. And the O&M fund numbers 2538 through 2552 in the amount of $45,682. And the WDR fund number 7 in the amount of $40,500.03.
I'll make a motion to accept it if there's no questions.
We have a motion for approval. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Dewey? Any further discussion? If not, we have a roll call vote.
Shaw, yes. Dewey?
Yes.
Olson? Yes. McCain?
Yes.
Weststone?
Yes.
Scarborough?
Yes. Motion carried. Communication, education, anyone have anything? If not, just have a second public comment period. Anyone who would like to address the board may do so at this time. Ms. Stark.
Just, you brought up about public comment. Just thought I'd give you a feedback on Sterling coming to our property and putting down the weed and feed.
Yep.
They did not do it. And so I just thought I'd let you know. And then last week, the secretary from that office called me and said that it would be a total waste of money if they did it this time of the year. And so if we were agreeable, that they would wait until either spring or the very first part of the summer so that it would be a
They
better
did
use of the money. So at least they called me.
They
last
did
week.
contact you, and you're good with that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have a question in regard to, since you were talking about attorneys and that type of thing. What is the hourly rate that you pay the gentleman that comes here like tonight? How much per hour is he getting paid?
It's around $250 an hour.
$250, and then what is, I know the number was given, but I couldn't hear it because there was a clock at the same time. For Manistee now, it
It
would
would
be
be between
205.
205.
205,
Yeah.
so 250 and 205. And has there been what do I want to say? Is there the tally been made for what the T&D law firm charges have been so far since this whole thing started?
Herring Township hasn't been paying them. Clam Lake has been paying.
Oh, Clam Lake has been paying all of the attorney fees?
Yes,
Every dime.
pretty much.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Anyone else? Any board comment? Okay, we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
We are adjourned at 655,
Sure, 657.
657.